Okay, well, welcome to the Automation Empire. In this course, I'll show you how to create faceless YouTube channels using AI and make money with it, right? So let's get started. First things first, we are currently looking at the Notion template that I've built for this course. In a minute, I'll tell you why I built it, why we're even doing this all. But to begin with, this is what you're going to see when you get the template. In a minute, I'll also tell you how to get it. But first things first, this is lesson number 1. So this is how you would navigate to each lesson, right? Each lesson has notes. So this is the Intro to Automation Empire module. So we're gonna click on this drop down menu right here. Then at this time, we're not gonna click on the drop down menu because each of these is actually like a page with notes, if you will. And so now I'm gonna click on this one, open inside Peak, and this is where the actual lesson happens. We're gonna get started with the actual lesson in a minute, just explaining your logistics. Alternatively, you can click on the list view right here. And if for some reason you like, that's how I actually started building this course, and then I figured out this view, and I think it makes more sense. But this is how it looked initially. There's also gallery view available. This is very similar to what the academy looks like on school, right? So very similar looking interface. If you prefer it that way, then you just click on it, and then you would have to look at the sub items right here. Those would be the lessons, and then you click. That will be the difference. Anyway, this is how you open the lesson. So let's get into the actual lesson. So overview of this course. Again, welcome to this course. We'll cover everything you need to know about starting, operating, managing, scaling, financing, you name it, a faceless YouTube channel. In this particular video, I'll provide you 2 overviews of this business model, a simplified version first, followed by a more detailed explanation. This way, students of all backgrounds can understand the concept clearly. Before we proceed with this course, I strongly encourage you to watch the following. Consider it the prerequisites for this course. First of all, by the way, all these are clickable. Those 2 are going to lead you back to the school community, AI Guy Academy. This is going to be the CapCut Mastery course that are published on school. It's especially going to be useful to you if you're going to be going into this as the editor, right? So like if you're actually planning to edit yourself the videos in the beginning, this course is going to be incredibly useful for you. If you're planning to outsource editing, whatever, don't worry about it. But even if you're planning to outsource stuff, or if you're planning to do everything yourself, every single person who's watching this course absolutely must watch AI Guy Academy 1.0, because I did package this course as a personal brand course. It is mostly, but still I dropped not just about the personal brand course, but I dropped like the YouTube philosophy on there, right? I talked about creating titles and script writing and how to make a clickable thumbnail, or rather what makes a thumbnail clickable, right? I talked about video packaging. So how do you combine title, thumbnail, all that. So it's incredibly useful for you. Truly watch it. All right. So yeah, they contain valuable information. Additionally, if you're planning to edit yourself, like I mentioned, besides the CapCut Mastery, you're also going to need this course that I published on YouTube for free. It's like a screen recording, it's a recording of one of our weekly calls, but highly edited, and it's basically just yet another CapCut course from me, but super useful. So for all editors out there, watch this. And last but not least, also an incredibly useful video from me. Please don't mind the fact that it is just publicly available on YouTube. The reason it is publicly available on YouTube, it's like a marketing move of mine. It's a course material that's supposed to be paid for 100%. This is not like, this information is not supposed to be available for free on YouTube. So just keep that in mind. Consider, I've already mentioned this video throughout the academy multiple times, but it's just that important. I mean, I already said so much stuff in this video. Like, why would I say all of that again if it's already there, uploaded, exists? So go check it out. It's incredibly helpful as far as like YouTube logistics, putting links here and there. And even though we're gonna cover that in the actual course you're watching right now, watching all of these videos will definitely give you an incredible foundations and just fundamentals of YouTube, the art of YouTube. And I mean, it never hurts to get more knowledge anyway. But so let's actually proceed to this course, to this video. So First of all, how do you even get the Notion template? Now, first of all, you're gonna need Notion. Notion is just a trending app. I don't know if everybody has Notion, but in order to get it, you just go to Notion. Not affiliated. This is not an affiliate link. Just Notion.so. Just it's available on phone or as a computer app, as a website. Just go create an account. It's self-explanatory, right? Yeah, and so in my previous courses, I used Google Docs and other less organized methods to share assets. However, I realized that Notion allows us to create a single, well-organized project file that includes steps for each video and all other necessary materials. Basically, yeah, Notion allows you to create this united server. And with what happened with previous courses, links were like all over the place. Links here, links there, nothing is combined. This time is different. So this course is designed to follow the exact order of steps laid out in this business model, presenting information logically. Additionally, you'll find various templates, assets, tools, and other resources attached throughout this course. Always pay attention to the description of each video you watch as well. Now, what I really meant here is the information that is presented in this course, the order of the information is really kind of the natural order that I learned everything myself. Let's put it this way. The order, or no, the order I wish I learned everything in the ideal world somewhere. This is the order that I displayed the information in this course. So as I was making this course, I was like, what did I need, right? What were my pain points when I was starting out? And that's basically, this course consists of my own, and not just my own, but like mostly my own pain points that I'm like kind of sharing, okay? So, and yes, like I said, it's gonna include all kinds of assets and tools and notes. Not every single lesson, of course, because there's gonna be a lesson, for example, when we just create a Google account and like turn on authentication for it. Like, how much notes do you need for this lesson? You know what I mean? But wherever it makes sense to have notes, there's gonna be always notes, okay? So, yeah, now we are, at this point, by this moment in time in this course, you should understand what we're doing. You should already have this Notion template installed. By the way, this is how you install. So currently, I don't know, I don't have the link because I still need to share it. But by the time you watch it, underneath this video, like on school, there's gonna be the link that's gonna take you to Notion. Once you click on the link, something like this is gonna happen. So you're gonna just open this up in your browser. It's gonna look like this. Now you're first of all gonna log in, or you're gonna click right here on duplicate. Okay, so then it's gonna just take you to the login window to your Notion. Fill this out. It's kind of self-explanatory. That way, you're going to basically get your own copy of this Notion. So what you can do then is, for example, let's say you're completing this second module, choosing a niche. You could, let's say, create notes yourself, or you could do all kinds of stuff. You could, make notes here. You can write a description like, module is finished watching, right? You could write for yourself like finished watching, or need to take notes, for example. Whatever it is, get creative with it. And please, actually, I encourage you, do get creative with it. Build upon this Notion and show me what you got. Seriously, I think this is very interesting. I haven't seen anybody doing like this exact thing that I've kind of, did. So yeah, do get creative with it, please. I think it's very interesting. And if you're ever going to be taking notes and building your own YouTube, I also encourage you to build within this Notion so that everything just stays in one place. Really, it's incredibly useful to keep everything organized. Anyway, now let's finally proceed with the actual knowledge. Sorry guys for making this long intro. It took me 9 minutes just to get across this, but I hope it was worth it. Anyway, now let's actually get into the information. So, how do you make money on YouTube? How YouTube works? So, first of all, you choose a niche, then you generate some content, then you upload and optimize, then you monetize and make some money, and then you analyze what worked, you optimize it, you double down on it, and then really the process kind of repeats. Well, I guess it then repeats from the step 2 because you already have the niche. Now, okay, funny me. Now, how does this actually work? So, yeah, this is the detailed version. So, first of all, we obviously choose the niche, right? So, well, when I say we choose a niche, we choose the type of channel we create, right? So there are tons of YouTube channels that you could run. So we'll first see what these are. look at the difference, etc. Then you would do market research. So in this one, I'll give you a list of over 100 plus profitable niches that you could look at and get some inspiration from. Okay, so I'm additionally going to show you channel examples and some case studies. All right, so then I'm actually going to show you how to choose a niche, ways of going about choosing a niche. And next up, we're going to set up the channel. Okay, so we're going to create the channel, set it up, configure, do the settings, all the nerdy stuff, choose the name. I'm actually going to give you ChatGPT prompts that could help you to create a brand name. I'm going to show you how to create branding and logo with AI, with money, for free, in 5 minutes, all the ways, right? And like I already briefly mentioned, we're going to do some settings, you know, kind of nerdy important stuff, but boring. Okay, so then we're gonna plan our content. So we're gonna do our keyword research. We're gonna figure out the list of our 30 video ideas, meaning 30 video ideas. I'm gonna cover this in way more detail later on, but basically what it is, in my opinion, for a channel to start performing, it needs above 30 videos at least. If you're experienced, it needs way less, but that's the number, 30 videos. So in order to just kind of understand the direction you're going and headed, you're going to come up with a list of 30 video ideas. So it's just the term I'm going to be throwing in a lot around this course. So this is what I'm really mean by this. And half of these video ideas will come from our YouTube research, and another half will come from our keyword research. And it's still going to be in the beta phase and the test phase. And next up, it's the average amount of, like I just said, it's the average amount of videos for the channel to get traction. It is possible for it to take off sooner than that. So for example, my channel took off on the video number 24. So, and I mean, I've seen channels that get monetized by the time it's their third video. Like they just upload 3 videos and they get 1 million views and they just get monetized, right? So, but if you're a beginner, that's like kind of the realistic expectation, so to speak. And yeah, then I'll show you how to set up certain systems, create automation processes. And a lot of these systems are even like what we're looking at right now. Even I have systems, but really just like in Notion, I have like this kind of a template, but just for myself where I put accounts like, you know, or communicating systems, right? So all this kinds of stuff, right? How does it actually happen? Next step, we are actually going to start generating content. Now, there are really many ways to go about it, but I would really even if you got money, I would really suggest you to do it yourself entirely, figure out the entire process, because you learn yourself and understand the entire process in the future. Meaning, first of all, it's going to be harder for you to get scammed by freelancers, or like not necessarily scammed, but like if you pay $100 for a video and someone serves you a $20 worth edit, you're going to be able to recognize that, okay? And just more skills, more value. It doesn't hurt to know more, okay? So there's literally no downside to getting more knowledge except the time investment. But then, of course, once, you know, on YouTube, you see it's all fun and exciting to create, to do all that, especially at the start. But when you have money and when your channel is established, you start paying others, you start outsourcing. And then that's the moment you actually start, you know, to outsource. But we're going to cover that more in detail. So, and yeah, then the next stage begins of uploading. So we start uploading. Once we generate our first batch of content, we will upload it all at once and set them to private. We will then optimize the videos. We will make sure everything is in place, like SEO, metadata, tags, thumbnails, you name it, scheduling, and then watch our videos go live. And then, yeah, we're going to talk monetizing. And finally, scaling, again, optimizing. It's always about optimizing, right? Running multiple channels. So once you start making money with this method, which I cannot guarantee, by the way, unless you take action, it's super crucial. No course, no YouTube video will ever make you money but yourself. Like you're the one who's capable of that, just remember. But anyway, we can start talking about outsourcing and scaling. As a bonus, actually, like for example, what I'm doing now is I guess I can say that I've kind of figured out YouTube. So I'm actually going to show you as a bonus my new channel that I built, and I'm outsourcing 100% of it, meaning I do nothing to create content. I just pay someone and I watch the videos get created and uploaded and managed and everything. All I do is I open my YouTube studio and I make sure the stuff is there. Of course, that's not the best way to go about education, because like you would need to see all this actually happen. So, we're gonna create all of that as well. Like, I'm just saying, this is what I'm doing, okay? With the experience and the budgets I have, like, this is the stage I'm at and this is how it goes. But anyway, I'll show you all that as well. So, and additionally, we're gonna cover translation, how we can enter international markets by employing translators on Fiverr, or look at certain AI tools. It's something I haven't done myself actually, and I'm looking to get into actively with AI Guy. So yeah, this is kind of the game plan. This is what's going to be happening in this course. I hope you're excited. Again, get the Notion template, and let's proceed to the next step.